Gents, I'm still personally a little unsure about the Seagulls, but their record against top 5 teams is the equal best in the competition.
Yeah.
I know they're just fresh off a win against Canberra, but there's something...
They also beat Melbourne down there.
I get it, but there's something about them. It's just stopping me from completely getting on the train. How do you see the Seagulls?
I think you're right. I think the concern with Seagulls is whether their style will be allowed during the finals.
That's your concern? Yeah.
Well, Des Hasler has taught them to stay in the fight.
Yeah.
And every game they go into, they stay in the fight, they stay in the fight, they stay in the fight, and eventually they seem to find a way to get a bit of luck.
Yeah.
And it happens too regularly to be a fluke.
And used to happen last time he was there, and under Jeff Turvey as well. It's just seemingly when they're at their best. They play the Storm and the Eels, Manly. The Rabbitohs beat the Bronx last week, but did they look like a top 4 team?
No, but they're missing the 3 Burgess brothers.
I get that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
bring those back in the side, they suddenly look a lot more formidable.
Well, 2 of them aren't coming back anytime soon. Sam's going to come back and potentially be under the weather. But from what you saw against the Broncos, Crawls, 2-point victory.
It was more than a 2-point victory for them, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what I thought. I thought when Wayne did his little dance in the dressing rooms afterwards, that was unstaged. But what it said to me was the camaraderie that's in that team at the moment. So you get Sam back on the back of that, jumping out of his skin and wanting to make a difference, playing the Roosters in the final round. Look at him. Like, seriously, this sort of emotion, Ben, you've been in football teams, that's something very special. And when they went out there on the weekend without the 3 Burgess brothers, and they were without Braden Burns, and they were without Alex Johnston, the fullback, and 6 players missing, and they went and beat the Broncos on their own turf, that was a win that can make such a difference in the weeks to come.
It was also a win they needed, you know, because they only, I think, won 3 out of their previous 11 games.
Yeah, it's a moves, the old Groover.
He did.